it's MK, and I am back with another Follow a Sketch February. And today we are doing this sketch right here. Dun, dun, dun. Just like that. And I absolutely love how it is like a printed background, and then it looks like a whole bunch of solid cardstocks. I do happen to have the 3 photos that it's calling for, so I could go like this, just like the sketch, and then have a title down here, or no, journaling title. Anyways, and then what I did was I went through my stash and I pulled out all these different like long things. So I've got a little cluster that I created just to show how to use another one of my cut files in an embellishment cluster or in use. I also have 2 of these laser cut borders from Creative Memories. They are different colors on either side, so depending on which color I wanted to use. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to pull this out. It's basically something that I took a bunch of leftovers and cut up this wood grain to make it look like a log, and then created like this little thankful cluster. That's all I did. So I'm not really sure. I just pulled it out. I have a pack of legendary die cuts from Cocoa Vanilla. I'm not sure if I'm going to use those either, but I liked the circular bits, is why I pulled this out, is for the circular bits that are in the sketch. And then I have nothing but scraps in here, you guys, because I thought that I would start pulling in some of these scraps, because that's basically all that it is strips of paper going across. Well, that's all any layout is strips of paper. But this one here is literally like these little 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch little strips going across the page. So I picked up this that is a couple of close to my heart collections. There's like 3 or 4 of them in here that I just mixed up together and thought, hey, they all would look really great, because they do. So that is what I'm going to start with. That's where I'm going to go with this, and I guess we will see where I end up. I do know that I probably won't cut my photos down, just because this is pretty cool. Oh, the background paper is from Heidi Swapp Wolfpack. Yes, that is where that is from. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have the wood grain going up and down, since everything else is going to go left and right. Whoa, that didn't work out really well. It goes like this. But I think I like everything going left and right. So I think this is where I'm going to go. All right, let's get started. Yay.
All right, so the first thing that I start with is going through this bag of scraps and pulling out all the pieces that I think are the right size, and not really worried about the length, because I can always cut, behind the photo and make it look like it's longer. But I am just pulling out all the pieces that I feel like are a good match for what's going on in the photos, which it's just a running river. That is honestly it. We go up to the canyon quite often, and we have a natural, no, not natural. Anyways, it's a national forest is what it is, and it's glacier made, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Well, a few years back, a fire damaged most of it, and so, it's these pictures aren't ever going to be the same again. And so it's like, I'm very glad that I took them, even though, they're just pictures of a running stream. Honestly, that was it. But sometimes seeing the river flow like this is quite unusual, because it usually, by the time we get up there, it's not running this fast anymore. So, and it's a nice quiet place to fish, actually. Anywho, I just arranged all of the pieces, making sure that, I had a little bit of brown in each one, a little bit of green in each one. And I, went through my legendary little stack, and at first I was like, well, I thought there was a lot more circles than this, and then I found this big cluster, and it was a die within a die within a die. And so when I cut it all up, I decided that it was too stark white, so I went in and got walnut stain and decided to ink all the edges. I also went ahead and matted all my photos. I just trimmed them down 1/8 of an inch and then put a 6x4 mat behind them all. I also found this little incredible banner and decided that I was going to put that in a dead space. I also was going to put some arrows, but then I thought, no, I just don't want it to look too busy. And I feel like with, the background and then all of these striped prints, and then, there's not a lot of like solid, I don't know, calm places. The river seems to be, like screaming at you. There's a lot of pattern. There's just a lot going on. And so I just decided I wasn't going to add a whole bunch of die cuts and a whole bunch more to this, because it does need a calming spot. And I feel like this little tree line was the only calming spot on the layout, until of course I add the incredible banner. But hey, I still think it works. I really do like how simple this layout was, and I like how it turned out, to be honest. So when I go to put these stripes down, instead of lifting up each one and gluing each one, I'm just going to put a ton of glue or adhesive on the back of my photo mat, and then stick all those pieces to my photo mat, and then add glue on the back of them. I just didn't want them to shift or, have to sit there and think about where all these go. I liked the way that they looked, and so I thought, you know what, I'll just pick them up like a magnet and get them to go. I am going to glue this heartbeat down. I absolutely love this heartbeat. It's one of my favorites. So the punch was a mountain punch by Creative Memories, and then that little hiking leather bit is just something that I got in a rack long time ago, but I'm not sure if it's Jolie's or not. She seems to have that type of sticker, I guess reputation would be the better word. But honestly, I don't know who created it. It's so old, you guys, and I only have, I think, the one more left on that sticker sheet. Yay. Anyways, not that you guys saw the sticker sheet, but anyways. So just when I think I'm all done, I am cutting off all of my extra little bits, and I realize that I have a couple that are still in, decent in length. And so I'm auditioning them to see if I like them in the other clusters. Like the middle cluster seems to have a lot going on where the bottom two didn't really. And so I'm just taking a minute to see, do I like it? Yes or no? And I do. So I am going to add these pieces. It's much better than throwing them back into my scrap bag, because yes, I would have done that. And now I don't have to. Of course, all the other pieces off to the right that you can't really see, they will be thrown away. I promise you guys. I do throw some stuff away. So I decided to pop up this incredible little banner only because my hiking leather piece was popped up, and I don't like to leave, things all by themselves. So I figured that I would pop up two things, and it works. So I am all done. This is it. I absolutely love how this turned out. It does seem like super simple, but it just puts a smile on my face, and I'm very glad that, I just had all these scraps hanging around. Yeah. Be sure to check out Scrapping Reflections Facebook group. That is where all of the sketches are located, as well as everyone's takes on them who are choosing to play along. I can't wait to see if you play along too. Tag me and let me know. I would love to see how you guys interpret the sketch. All right. See ya tomorrow.